Hello, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. Today we are doing episode 2. I'm planning to do these episodes on a weekly, but because the first episode was just an introduction, I also don't want to keep you waiting for a whole week because now you're going to be asking yourself, I wonder what's next, I wonder what's next. So I thought, anyway, let me just do the second episode. And here I am today doing episode 2. So today's episode is all about, how I started, where I started, when I started. And obviously my experiences and but mainly about paid signals. So today is all about paid signals. I know a lot of people who are venturing into Forex, they usually just think that the easiest way is to just source out some signals and they'd be set, they'd be all set. Before we get, into that topic, I would like to thank you for the way you have received my channel. Thank you so much for receiving my podcast with so much love. I couldn't believe my eyes yesterday when I looked at the stats. Of course, guys, I love stats. I looked at the stats and I'm like, oh, there's someone out there who's been waiting for me to open my voice and talk. So I'm so grateful for all your views. I am also grateful for the words of encouragement and your feedback, and also just to encourage me to do this even more. I've had such a long day, but definitely I'm doing this again today. So I'm not going to introduce myself anymore. You probably know who I am. So today's topic, or the business of today, is all about my journey on paid signals. Okay, so it was back in 2009, right? Then I was, just like everybody else, I was introduced to Forex trading as this like quick money. You just invest a few rands, you fold your arms with zero efforts, and then voila, you make all the money in the world. You literally can fire your boss in like 5 days. Yes, that's hectic. That's how hectic it was. It is still hectic for most people. So I started. So when I started, obviously I didn't have any much knowledge. I actually went to so many schools where I was trained for like 2 days. Sometimes I would go for a 1-day training where refreshments would be served, during lunchtime, and we were probably like given like 6 hours of training. Then I would walk out of that training, go back home, invest some money and start trading. That was my life from 2009 to 2012. Then things changed from 2012. So let me take you back to when I started. After realizing that all this schooling that I was doing was actually not helping, then I decided to source out some signals. Meaning, I paid a signal provider. Let me just say providers, because I didn't use like one signal provider, but I decided to pay signal providers. Paying a signal provider, this is now when you pay some monthly premium, monthly premium or monthly fee. Then they will then send you daily signals. I'm just going to talk about the one that I used the most. I'm not going to mention companies or names. Anyway, those companies, they are no longer existing, anyway, but I'm not going to mention any names. So I then subscribed to Signals. Then I thought, oh, okay, my life is going to be easy now because I won't have to worry about, because obviously when I was looking for signals, every other company that I was approaching, they were telling me about how great my trading life was going to be. So yeah, I started. Then I paid. And then everything just went okay from the beginning. But what I have learned, because this podcast is all about me sharing my experiences, which is why I think it's much, much easier for me to do, because I don't really have to go out and do some research. Like now, I've had such a long day, but I can sit down and easily just record a podcast, because this is just me sharing my journey. It doesn't require me to do any research. I'm just sharing my life, sharing my journey. So I don't need to be thinking about some good points and bad points. I'm just telling you my life story. So I started with Signals. It went okay in the beginning, but I had no idea of what I was doing. So I will receive a signal that would go like, go buy this and this and that. then they will just give me volume. Remember, when you sign up for Signals, no one asks you how much are you trading with. No one asks you, no one teaches you anything about money management. You just take Signals, you place, and you hope for the best. So I went on and on and on and on using, paid Signals. I think I used it for like a couple of months. Then I started to feel like more confident. You know what I did when I started to feel more confident? Guys, do not try this at home. Please, 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 do not try this at home. You know what I did when I started to feel more confident about the Signals? Everyone would look at me, my husband included. Everyone would look at me and I would look like this smart girl who knows what she was doing. But I actually didn't know what I was doing. I was just placing trades as per, instruction from my signal provider. Then I felt so confident. Went to my family members, give me money, went to friends, give me money, and, I know how to do this. Obviously, I wasn't, mentioning that I'm actually sourcing out Signals. At the time, it seemed like a good thing to do because anyway, I didn't see any harm in it because I'm making money. Like my account is growing daily. Remember, I did not know anything that is going on in the trading account. I didn't know what balance meant. I thought balance was my money. I didn't know a whole lot of other things in my account. All I knew was that I place trades, then I receive an SMS to close, then I go and I close, then I wait for another SMS, then place more trades, then wait for another signal to close, then I will close. I was just operating like that. Receive an SMS, go open a trade. With all the instructions, go buy at this volume, then I will then go buy, then run the whole day, then receive another SMS, close this trade, then I would do that. I did that. Then I took all the money, monies from my sister, my friend, because now I'm confident. And then I continued making money. I felt, over the moon. Obviously, I was making money. So what happened is, I don't know what happened to the company. One day, it was towards December holidays. So I remember how I sat and I waited because sometimes we would place trades, but then we will only close them the following day or after 2 days. And I waited for a closing SMS. Remember, I didn't know anything about trading. So I was now stuck, with these trades. Some of them were in profit, some of them were at a loss. And I didn't know what to do with them. I honestly didn't know what to do with them. The shame that I felt, I did not tell anyone because now everyone thought I knew what I was doing. And now if I have to now tell, someone else, like that, my husband included, I didn't tell him because now I was ashamed. How on earth do I say I know what I'm doing, then the next thing I don't know a simple thing, which is close a trade? I didn't know what I was doing. And it went on and on. Every day I would wake up, hope for an SMS, no SMS. Wake up another day, hope for an SMS, no SMS. I watched my account going down the drain and I did not even understand that I was about to reach a margin call. Story for another day. I lost all the money. That was my experience. I walked out of that experience with so much shame. I didn't want to talk to anyone. At first, I blamed them. But then I realized that, but I'm the one to be blamed. I should be blaming myself, not them, because I'm the one who actually said, it's okay, you can take me under your wing and you can make me, part of your plans. I didn't have my own plans. I invested lots of money, including family members' money and friends, but I did not have any plan. The only thing that I had was an SMS and nothing else. So yeah, that's how my story went. Then I lost all the money. Then I had to bury my face in shame. Then eventually I realized that actually I'm blaming the wrong people. I should be blaming myself because how on earth can I invest so much money with zero knowledge? Then I started to make sense of things. If this was so easy, like everyone is portraying it as it is, everyone will be opening an account. You go and you go on with your daily life, your daily business, but then you just wait for an SMS and someone sends you an SMS and voila, you make money. Then that is when I got my by awakening. Then I started to venture into the journey of learning. So yeah, this is it. Today, it is all about me sharing with you my journey on paid signals. Maybe you are on paid signals now, so maybe it's not the experience that you've had so far. But I'm just sharing this, that there is absolutely nothing wrong with anyone providing signals. They are also doing business, right? But their business is not to teach you. Their business is not to manage your account. Their business is not to manage your emotions and teach you stuff. Their business is to sell signals. You are sourcing out signals because that's what you said you wanted. Should you wanted to learn, you were going to look for someone who's gonna teach you. But because you were only looking for a quicker way, let me just go and patch and buy signals. So that's how I stopped, Then I decided to just let me just learn and, learn on my own. And, of course, I didn't just figure things out on my own. I had mentors, coaches, but then I am so glad that that experience, I walked away from that experience with a lot. I learned a lot, about trusting, strangers with your money and. But I'm glad it happened, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be here sharing this podcast. There's someone out there who's thinking about venturing into Forex, and they still believe that you can actually venture with zero knowledge. Don't bother yourself, with any type of learning. Just source out signals. It could work, but usually it ends in tears. I can't believe I just said that. Yes, guys, usually it ends in tears. This is just one experience that I'm sharing, but I've had gazillions experiences, with paid signals. But this is the one that stands out the most, because you know what happened to me when I realized that all the money was gone? I fainted. Story for another day. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I will be back with episode 3. Probably I will still be sharing, myself, my journey. Then we can then start with tips, because you don't want to be receiving tips from someone who you kind of don't know where I come from. So this is me saying, hey, I'm Tommy Malatsi. These are my experiences. This is what I've been through. This is what I can teach you. So thank you so much again. Please do follow for my next or for my upcoming episodes. Please do share with your friends. Do share with anyone that you think might benefit from this content. Thank you so much again. Enjoy your day further.